It started at 24 to 48 hours, then it was a few weeks, then it's a few months. It's been bridge and power plant day, I think 3 times, threatening to end the civilization. Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are abusing their insider status for personal gain.
I think we destroyed their entire military.
If it was as obliterated as you say it is, we wouldn't have any of these problems.
I want to jump into some more clips from Fox News to 5 with Jessica Tarlov taking on MAGA on Trump, Iran, the war, and more. So leave us a like on the video. We're aiming for 100 likes like always. Be sure to subscribe and comment for the algorithm, and we'll get straight down to the breakdown.
Jesse's best case scenario is that maybe this is a good situation in a year and a half. That seems like a while to wait for.
I think we have a good handle on things, Jessica. We haven't been hit. They get hit over and over and over again.
Jesse, we were promised this started at 24 to 48 hours, then it was a few weeks, then it's a few months. It's been bridge and power plant day, I think 3 times, threatening to end the civilization. He says every day, only about 40 times that Iran wants a deal. Also, another 40 times the war is almost over. It feels like BS at this point.
I mean, I think it's obvious it feels like BS because it is. MAGA expects all of us to step into their delusion, and if we don't, it means we have TDS because, well, that's what it boils down to for them. We're supposed to believe, like Trump saying 38 times the deal is pretty much done, wasn't him lying, but we were actually that close dozens of times, and those pesky Iranians just backed out each one. Even if this were true, wouldn't it then just be an indication of Trump's incapabilities as a leader, where he's essentially getting played all as he has this MOU that allows Iran to get billions of dollars under the guise they were discussing a full-on denuclear deal only to back out 38 times, where this whole thing really just banks on you forgetting we just had the JCPOA 11 years ago, where Iran came to the table as a willing partner, signed a deal, and it panned out great until Trump ruined it, and instead thinking that Trump's trying to do the impossible and bring peace to a regime that is just hell-bent on war and destruction.
We've tried bombs, that didn't work. We tried diplomacy.
What do you mean bombs didn't work? I think we destroyed their entire military.
If it was as obliterated as you say it is, we wouldn't have any of these problems. That's the truth.
It's one drone, Jessica.
It's one drone. Okay, everything's going great.
I mean,
Donald Trump has made it clear that if he can get on TV and say the markets love what's going on, that it's going to be fine. And the timing of it, you've even made jokes that things have got to be ready to go by Monday morning. You get a little off time by the weekend.
Commercial breaks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Those jokes are off the record, Jessica.
I think it just shows how Trump is entirely out of his depth, because he railed against Obama getting a successful deal, talked about all the stuff he would have done or wouldn't have agreed to, and then when he got the chance, destroyed a perfectly fine deal with the promise he would bring us another better one, where he since has launched us into war, wasted hundreds of billions, got 13 Americans killed, allowed Iran to self-enrich, and put themselves in a position where the IAEA says they're more likely to nuclearize now, and we're probably further from a deal than we were the day he ripped up the JCPOA, solely because of his inept leadership, where time and time again his incompetence bleeds through, down to the crypto bro and the realtor sent to handle the diplomatic negotiations, to his ambassadors and their inability to bring in our regional partners or NATO. It's just been a botch job every step of the way.
They have a piece out about an Iranian official who told them that Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are abusing their insider status for personal gain. We have talked about how much money they're making.
An Iranian said that?
I love that you said that.
You told that to who?
That was
Drop Site News?
What's so funny about this is that that's exactly what you guys said to me when I talked about the MOU, right? That was allegedly leaked. And J.D. Vance, the vice president, sat next to me and said that I was parroting Iranian propaganda. And guess what? That MOU was word for word what it actually turned out to be. Yep. So you can mock me all that you want.
Okay. It's kind of the MO of MAGA at this point. You just deny everything as fake news until you can't anymore, and then you get your talking points to regurgitate to death and why it's actually okay, even though you just said it would never happen. We've seen it with everything from the leaked battle plans on a journalist to them denying that this war would ever hit 60 days to like Trump's relationship with Epstein. I mean, the list truly does go on and on. The problem with this is it wouldn't even be the most corrupt thing to come out of this administration, truthfully. And we've seen no repercussions for any of the other corruption. Not Trump inking $1 billion deal for his sons, not Tom Homan taking cash on video video. So why would we ever think there would be blowback here? To MAGA, fraud only matters if you can blame it on the brown people and the Democrats. Otherwise, like when Trump does it and he's found liable, they defend it as a victimless crime.
Iran doesn't play by rules. The president is still thinking of their future while trying to fix this. Because if he was like them, he would have blown up their oil fields. We don't need their oil. And China would have been it would have been a domino effect of the United States control. But because we wear white gloves and we think about the people, and he's letting them know we could do this. They don't. They use their own people for shields. So what's going to end up happening is the only way that this works is their leader, the head of the snake, has to be completely cut off, because they've been going to the table for 47 years. The Obama administration gave them money. They didn't build schools. They didn't fix things. They got a nuclear program. They sponsored terrorists. So for 47 years, every president has failed. The closest we've gotten to this is the fact that he is now showing them strength by power, but with restraint.
So this is the playbook. You have to detail Iran as the almost savage, uncivil people who will always stoop lower. All they care about is destruction and destroying peace. And, of course, Trump is the shining white knight trying to save everything. Meanwhile, Trump has threatened genocide. Trump has threatened war crimes and hitting their civilian infrastructure. Trump bombed a school on day one full of children, denied doing it, and to this day refuses to acknowledge or apologize for it. And once again, Iran, on the other hand, had just came to the table and signed a deal with us just 11 days ago that he details as Obama giving them money, despite us getting 97% of the enriched uranium out of Iran. Meanwhile, the same guy has no critique for Trump allowing them money in the same way and getting literally nothing in return for it. It's like it just boils down to blue tie guy, D by name bad, red tie guy, R by name good. Like anyone with eyes can tell you this is going terrible. And like anyone with sense can tell you the JCPOA was an overwhelming success. So it's just lies stacked on lies to compensate for Trump's grandeurs of delusion, or delusions of grandeur.